Welcome to another episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill-Staxx, and today I got Sade, aka Little Mario. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I got approached by a
Mm.
couple people, and they told me to come check you out and listen to your story. So that's what I'm here to do, man.
Let me tell you the story. I mean, it ain't
Hmm.
nothing bad. This was when I was living in Park Slope. I was living on 20th Street and 8th Avenue.
What year?
Oh, wow, huh? Very early. 79, 80, 81, 82. I left there about 84-ish. Then I moved back to Sunset. I was living in Sunset. They were renovating the building. It was like a
Hmm.
project. Right now, Section 8.
Yeah.
They told everybody to move. We moved to Park Slope for about 4 to 5 years. So
Hmm.
79, 80, 81, 82. By this years, I was living there. But anyway, I was living on 20th Street and 8th Avenue, and my neighbors was Nicky Scarpa, Johnny Scarpa, Mikey Scarpa, Tiny Scarpa, and I don't like saying names, but that has something to do with Greg and Sal Scarpa. They was kind of family. Then I had the Paisanos also, Johnny Paisano and others around. So most of them were family members of family members. But anyway, let me get to the story. I just want you to get the big picture before I throw you with the story because
Yeah.
it's gonna
Yeah.
sound like how did you know? But anyway, look,
Yeah.
one day there was some kind of funeral and this car pulls up and a big guy comes out with a thick mustache. This was about what 1982-ish, all right? I was like 12, 11 years old. And I'm hanging out with Johnny. Tiny was the older brother. Tiny, he used to stutter a lot. This story is how I actually heard of that name, Greg Scarpa.
Hmm.
So one day a limo pulls up. I was hanging out with Tiny. Tiny had gotten shot in the head, and he was kind of a good man. We used to hang out with him. So he's crying one day. This limo pulls up, and this man comes out, a tall man with a thick mustache, hugs Tiny, walks inside with him, and then Nicky and everybody, Johnny and Mikey, they all run inside. And I'm like, what's going on? So after he left, we were talking. He's like, oh, that's my uncle, this and that. So I didn't pay no attention, but it stood in my mind, all right?
Hmm.
Boom. One day, this was about 1992. I remember the exact date because in 1992 was the first time that I had cut somebody on Rikers Island. I came out on bail. When everybody comes back out, he tells me, about, oh, I already said that part, right? Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
a
my
few years,
uncle.
yeah,
Hmm.
a few years passed. This is about 1992 or whatever because I remember because I just got out of bail. Let's start all over. I remember because I just got out of Rikers Island on bail. I
Yeah.
had cut somebody, and I said this story also. They had bailed me out, so it was about the end of '92, around December-ish or whatever.
Hmm.
Boom. I had to go to court that week, but before I went to court, I had to sign up for public assistance. All right,
Yeah.
which was on 65th Street and 4th Avenue around there. When I walk in, there was two old men in there. I guess one of them was giving them a ride. I remember one of the old men because he had one of them bracelets down here, one of them whatever monitors. You
Yeah.
know what
The
I'm saying?
GPS.
There you go. So I guess he was locked up, but I was like, hold on, this guy's an old guy, bro, because he looked like 80 years old, but he was dying from the HIV. I didn't know all this. I found this out later. But
Yeah.
anyway, he was there, I guess, giving somebody a ride. Let's make a long story short. I
Hmm.
walk outside and it's freezing. He passes me and gets inside a car. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, do you have a light? Because I want to light up a cigarette.
Hmm.
And he was like, no, I don't. So he got in the car, and I'm out there just hanging out because I didn't really have money to get on the train. My thought was, let me sneak on the train. Out of nowhere, he opens the window and he says, hey, come over here. Get in the car. I'm like, oh, shit. Boom, I get in the car. And he was like, what's your name? And I'm like, my name is Sade. He was like, no, no, what's your name? And I'm like, oh, my name is Mario. He's like, okay, good. Nice to meet you. My name is Greg. And I'm like, okay. He's like, I seen that you were cold, stay in here. Let's talk a minute, like. But anyway, make a long story short, I had told them, I need to get home. I live over here, blah, blah, blah. I got to go to court. I'm going to jump on the train. I don't have no money. He went in his pocket, took out $10. Now, he had his wallet right there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This was when he was, I guess, He had the monitor. He just came out on from trial or whatever,
Is
and he
this
was very
is it this is before he got shot in the eye.
exact. That I'm getting at that. I'm gonna get to that part. This is
Yeah.
where it all blows up in my face. All right.
Okay.
But
Mm.
anyway, I seen his wallet there, and my thought was, let me take it, but I didn't. Thank God I didn't take it. He
But
gave
you
me
could
ten.
have. But you
I
could
could
have.
have. I could have. Something told me not to. So check this out. He
Mm.
gave me the $10. I took the subway. I went home. I went to court. Everything was fine. One day I'm at home watching TV. Special report. Greg, the Grim Reaper, Scarpa, shot in the eye. I'm like, oh shit, that's that old man. And then they started showing different pictures when he was younger. And I remember the thick mustache. Oh shit, that was Nicky Scarpa's freaking uncle. And everything started coming together. I was like, damn, I was gonna rob this guy. But he was nice to me. That's why I didn't. And the poor guy got shot in the eye. Then I started hearing about him. He was a
Yeah.
Colombo guy. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit. Yo,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe, and this is a true story. I said it on my channel.
Mm.
I don't need to get on here and make up story.
Yeah.
I could have just said, hey, I robbed them. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to be honest today. It's all
Yeah.
about a change it. But when I seen that news flash, yo, my heart was pumping because I could have been a dead man today if I would have robbed him or whatever it
Yeah.
was. He was being nice to me. Out
Yeah.
of nowhere, he's like, come here, get in the car, because he seen I was cold. I told him I want to sneak on the subway. He gave me $10. I was like, wow. Next thing you know, I
So
found out it was Greg Scarpa.
so what was your thoughts about Mafia Men before? Did you know you didn't know that he was involved with the Mafia when he gave
I
you the
didn't know
$10?
he was, but you heard about it because I had other friends that
Yeah.
were let's say they hanged out with Couginas. That's what they used to call them, with tight pants and Cadillac. They used to all
What do they
hang out
call
in
him? What do they call him?
Couginers. Hey
Couginers?
Mo, hey Vinny.
Yeah.
Hey, they used to call them Couginers in Brooklyn. They used to hang out on 86th Street. That
Yeah.
was the strip where everybody hangs out in Bensonhurst. So one
Mhm.
of my friends, Noel, he looked just like a white guy, blonde hair, blue eyes. He was Puerto Rican, but he hanged out with certain Colombo sons. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So he used to always talk about them. I always feared them because I heard that they killed people. I always heard about Gambino, this and I never knew them. But
Yeah.
if you've seen them, you'll know, oh shit, respect them.
But
That's all,
can you usually pick them out when you're in the city? Can you pick them out when they're walking around?
There was a clubhouse on 21st Street. I don't know if it's still there. 21st Street and 7th Avenue or 6th Avenue in Park Slope. It said, for members only. Automatically, I already knew because the older men, they were so respected in the neighborhood that was a connected place. You knew it. I mean, you could pass it, and just the feeling and the atmosphere tells you respect these people. And then
Yeah.
the things you hear in the street about the mafia or whatever, oh
Yeah.
man, these people are them. So
Yeah.
you could tell. Yes, you
Yeah.
can tell. They had little clubhouses that said for members only or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you see old people playing whatever cards or just sitting there talking,
Yeah.
smoking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know.
I mean, all of that whole organization started to protect the community, the Italian
Right.
community.
Yeah.
And what the government takes and twists it around to their criminal organization, they don't even get in. They didn't want to get involved with drugs. They wanted to
Right.
protect the people in the street because a lot of Italians were persecuted back then.
Yeah. And that's the same thing. I'm going to bring it back to my association, the Nietas. The Nietas started
Mhm.
as an association pro-inmate rights. When it hit New York City, it started out like a gang, and I was part of that era when it was a gang. And that's why I made Once Upon a Time, I used to run like this, but then I got my sanction, and I changed my ways. Now I'm running like a correct Nieta, who is against the abuse, child molesting, snitches, no drug dealing, none of that crap. You're a
Yeah.
changed man. Once you take that oath, I'm a nieta, that's it. Your life changes. I wasn't running like that.
So are
it was
you always gonna? You're always in the ETA.
once a nieta, always a nieta. Now there's a difference, There's a difference because the media and New York made it a difference. There's nietas that run de corazón, which means you could just look at him and just by the way he carries himself, just like a mafia guy, he's a made man. He's respected. Then you had the clowns. I was a clown wearing beads like this. See, this says de corazón with the fingers crossed with my name on the back, Nieta. I mean, Mario with the white beat. These were the Nieta beats. I wear it now as a costume or whatever for the Once Upon a Time show. It's a show that I used to dress like this in the 80s and the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't supposed to be a gang. It's supposed to be an association. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it got twisted.
So when you were in jail, basically was to fight the oppression that you were dealing with there?
Exactly. All the abuse that was going on, people getting robbed, people getting raped. There were times that you come to Rikers Island with brand new sneakers. They're already sizing you up. They want to take your sneakers. They want to take your jewelry.
Now,
they want to take your underwears.
Who are you protecting yourself from? The black inmates?
Well, it was supposed to be protection from the administration, which is the police, because they used to set everything up. They used to beat us up. And then it turned into the war with the blacks. They had 5% as Muslims that were, some were good, some were bad, taking your sneakers and oppressing the Latinos. That's when the Latin Kings formed. Then the Nietas formed. Then the Bloods came out because we were overpowering. And that's how that grew. Then you had Crips and everything.
And that's exactly how the organization that I ended up joining formed. It formed in prison. It was a black gang. And when they hit the street, they were accepting all races. And people are like, I don't understand how you joined a black gang. They accept you. If you're real and you put in work, they'll take you in a heartbeat.
And that was the thing about the Nietas, but a lot of times they were recruiting people for the numbers, not for the heart. Let me give you an example. A lot of times you say the word Nieta, and the first thing people think about are the gays. Yes, we accepted anybody. If you were gay, white, black, whatever. If you were from the heart, we accepted you. But a lot of them didn't know how to fight. They didn't know the concept. They never been locked up. This is a prison thing. But you want to just recruit for the numbers, and that's what they did wrong, you know? They recruited the wrong people. And forget it, bro. And that's what messed it all up, man. The reputation went down. But I'm here to let you know that there were some hard, heavy hitters, and I was one of them once upon a time. And you know what I'm saying?
I understand. Definitely. So when you're in prison, what was the longest stretch that you did?
I never did a long stretch. Like I said, I got locked up in 1992. Then I got locked up again all through 95. I did 6 months, then I did 2 months, then I came out, did a week, went back in. And then in 1997, I went back in. 2000, I went from 2000 to 2002 on Rikers Island only because I caught a charge in there. I cut somebody, caught another year. After that, when I got on 2002, I came out here to North Carolina and I gave up. The drug dealing, the gang, everything.
Where did your mind change to start doing better things and change your life? Where did it start to change for you?
It all started changing at the end of the 90s. Now, like I said, everything that I'm telling you, I told stories on. So let's say 98, 99, we started stripping everybody in the streets that were running wrong. De corazón, running like a gang, little kids that never been locked up. Everybody was getting stripped.
So what do you do when you strip them? What do? You go beat them up, or do you take their beads?
Whatever it takes. If I go up to you and you got beads on, I tell you take off the beads. If you don't want to take off the beads, because now you're, I'm nieta this and that, then I'm going to snatch them. And if you want to fight, then we're going to give you a beat down. We did this because they came from Puerto Rico. That's it. Shut it down. Do what it takes. And it worked. I got a lot of enemies. I said a lot of stories on Trinitarios and all that, because a lot of them became Trinitarios, Bloods, Kings, because I had to beat them up, take their chain or whatever. You're no longer a nieta. That's it. It's over. So
then they run to a different organization.
Exactly. They started joining different organizations. A lot of them did. But a lot of them stood true. The real ones, they stood true, and they just sat back. I caught my sanction. I can't say what it was, but they sat me down and said, listen, you doing it wrong. Go out there, do this and that. And if you still want to become an hermanito, we're going to show you the right way. By 2000, they started teaching me the right way, and I started learning. And that's when I came a true nieta. Instead of the gangbanging, now I'm running like they're supposed to run.
The way helping the community, like I was saying.
Instead of going against them, selling drugs, beating up on people. Because I was doing all that. We're supposed to be protecting them, but just to set an example, don't mess with us. Sometimes you have to set an example. If this guy's bullying somebody, then you're going to have to beat him up, cut him up. but now you're the bad guy because you beat him up. But look, he just raped that little girl. He just robbed your grandmother, but you're mad at me because I beat him up. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So that was going on a lot. But it made me change my life when I got locked up the last time from 2000 to 2002. I was like, what am I getting out of this? I'm doing all this in the street, running wrong, selling drugs, using drugs. I'm supposed to be against abuse, and I'm abusing people.
And yourself. And you're abusing yourself.
Exactly. I was abusing myself because I was a drug addict also. That's what I'm doing. I'm a recovering addict. And that's everything put together what made me change my life. All that came on me when I was doing time in 2000 to 2002. In the Bing, I said a prayer, please, God, help me out. Bro, no lie. The next day, my mother, my brother came. They say, yo, go to North Carolina, visit your friend. I came to visit. I'm here 19 years. I never went back because this is what God had planned. I made a family. I changed my life. I don't use drugs. I mean, hey, I'm no longer in that environment. I got a pass. I had to call somebody, hey, listen, I'm leaving. Get the okay. I can't just leave.
So now, when you leave, are they? Do you have to watch your back now?
No.
Are you good? Because
I did it the right way, or else I wouldn't be on YouTube showing my face where I live. I wouldn't be doing that. That's the thing. People gotta understand. I ain't
and
stupid.
you have the okay to do that?
I got the okay to get on here and talk about the association in New York. The New York, not Puerto Rico. I can't mention nothing else because I'm talking about once upon a time I was involved in the gang Nieta when it was running like a gang, and then I changed myself around and I became the real Nieta. So I could tell that story when I was messing up and doing the wrong thing, you know? But I can't really talk about the other because I wasn't running correct. You know,
and that's the whole goal of this show, is to try to keep kids away from joining a gang, because I know
it follows you.
I mean, they don't have to ruin their life like I did. It took me 40 years
to
get it right.
And at least you did it. There's people that are still doing it today. I mean, what is that life going to get you? You're going to get locked up. You're going to get killed. And if you don't care about getting locked up, your family's still going to suffer. It ain't just you. You got your parents, your kids. If you have kids, you have brothers, sisters, cousins. They all suffer also. It ain't just you.
And
so
even
you if take your time, but how about your family, bro? That's what made me change my mind.
Or if you get killed or you kill somebody, you got to think of all the repercussions that go with all that.
A lot of people that I know got locked up doing 6 months, had to put in work, stab somebody, now they're doing 25 to life because of this. They walked into something like I did. I got stabbed.
I had a friend go to jail for child support, and he got stabbed up and killed in prison.
There you go. It could be for a petty thing. You ate a red light or you were smoking weed. They gave you, let me take you to the thing, take your fingerprints. And somebody in there, oh, look who's here. Bam, and that's it. They got you.
Because once you walk away from that life, it still follows you. Like, I still have enemies in the street.
Yeah. I told the story about that too. I'm in North Carolina.
Just because I walked away from the gang doesn't mean that they don't want to come after me anymore, you know? What's the story? Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah. I'm saying this is like also for the kids or whatever. If you think moving away, this and that, let me tell you something. I left New York thinking, let me change my life, this and that. My record's not going to follow me. I came out here and I did a little scam with my dad's name. I'm a junior, he's a senior, so I made a credit card. Of course, that was against the law. So I got a lawyer, did the time. While I was in there, they locked me in administrative segregation for my protection. I'm like, what's up? They were like, you're a SRG. We got you down as a Nieta gang member affiliated with the Latin Kings in New York. So for your protection, you're going to stay here. I had a not fight, but, write to people to say, hey, I'm no longer a gang member. That followed me. So now they're watching me like a gang member out here, but I'm not a gang member. But it followed me. 19 years later, 15, it followed me over here. That's for the rest of your life. You're marked.
They have a stamp on my jacket, too.
There you go. Even your own gang. If I was to have enemies out here, and, I'm Nieta, this and that, and start, oh, that's you, huh? Boom, that's it, out here. Yeah. Because you have Bloods, Crips everywhere. Even your gang, you probably have it everywhere,
Well, I mean, the gang that I was in was mainly in Connecticut. Some were branched off into New York, but I mean, they all dispersed since the late '90s.
Yeah.
They're all
The
gone,
nietas,
dead
the
or in jail.
nietas, we got nietas in Connecticut, which I don't know what happened with the Solidos, but they're Solidos.
Oh, there's a
solid
lot.
ones.
There's a really
I
lot
know
out here.
about them. It's in our history. We got to learn about our enemies or the other gangs. So in case we bump into one, we know what to. So we had to learn the blood. We had to learn about the
So
Solido.
that
We had to
is that
Familia Latin Kings.
is that one of the things they make you do? Is learn about other organizations when you?
Well, me, they did. I was part of what they called the Junta Central, the Central Committee of New York State. It was called Tri-State. We were the ones that were in charge to start stripping and breaking up all the chapters.
Is that kind of like the commission? Like the commission?
Yeah. There you go. We had to learn it. So we won't go up to the wrong person. Okay, you say you're nieta, you're not a nieta. That tattoo say you're solido or your blood. So we have to tell. Or if you tell me you're a solid or whatever, and I'm like, okay, tell me something.
Yeah,
and
tell me your math. Yeah.
Know.
Tell me. Yeah.
And then if you lie to me,
yeah,
I'll do it for them because now you're lying. Now you're false flagging. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't. I just do to take it because you're a false flagger. You're a snitch. That's it. You're off the book. You know what I'm saying? You try to represent something that you're not.
Now, so, have you seen people that set jump?
That what do you mean set jump?
They
go
jump
from one gang to another.
Yes. Have you seen that a lot?
A lot of people do that because they play follow the leader. If their boys or their family go from one gang to their following, I don't know how they allow that.
Or who's ever strong at the time, right?
Exactly, who's ever strong. What I did was I went from a graffiti group, Los Mafiosos, and then I joined Nietas. A lot of my family or friends, they all became Latin Kings. I didn't want to become a king for certain reasons. I became a Nieta, something different. Yeah. You know, I didn't join it because I didn't want to jump from Nietas to king, just like you just said.
Yeah,
I stood as a Nieta and they became kings. I could have jumped, but that's not good. You can't be jumping. No. I mean, why?
I mean, a lot of people asked me to be down with organizations after I left the gang.
You don't need an organization.
I do not follow rules well. That's why I was in prison, you know?
That's right. That's right. You don't need to join an organization. You're a man stand on your own 2 feet. I thought I needed a gang to get a reputation. It took me getting shot, stabbed up, overdosed to realize, damn, that shit don't work. Huh? Let me change my life now that I'm an old man. I'm 51 years old. I mean, you know.
Your life is not over, though.
No,
you know?
It's just starting, bro.
Just starting.
And I'm enjoying it. That's the good thing about recovery. When you're clean, when you're away from violence, gangs, drugs, jails, you feel free. You feel good. All that with the guns, with the girls. That we did that in the 80s, bro. When hip hop first came out, we used to dress around with the tangos to the side, and with the we did all that. We all men. We grew up out of that. They're doing that now just to show off that they got jewelry, they got women, bro. You're not impressing nobody. I know you're not impressing me. That's why I don't watch it. You know, that's the generation. You know,
and they don't think that the feds are watching them in the videos with a bunch of firearms.
That's the whole thing, bro. Why you, man? Listen, I still haven't got into deep. Why did I have to leave? But when you hear the word Rico, you don't have to do nothing. You could just say you're part of an organization and they're doing whatever and you're showing your guns and this and that. Now they're coming after you. You're getting 25. I didn't do nothing. Still, Rico. They don't know that, bro.
Yeah. And they'll get the serial numbers right off the video, everything. They know what they're doing.
That's right.
And
you can't hide, bro. They'll zoom in on you. They'll lock you up. And then you'll be like Casanova.
I didn't do nothing.
Then you got people like Kasaki, whatever, 69, telling on people because now they got locked up. I mean, that's the whole thing. You get rich, you get famous. Then when the feds take it, now you're snitching. Now you're going to, you know. So why do it? Why get involved, bro? Be yourself.
I think Tekashi is trying to make snitching cool, and it's not cool because he's putting kids in a dangerous situation.
Bro, people are gonna think that it's okay to snitch, and a lot of people's gonna get hurt because
it's not okay.
OGs out there that'll kill you for that, like rat hunters.
Yeah,
let them find out somebody that snitch, bro. Even made people, bro, they still got that code of honor. You don't snitch.
I know.
But like I said, they're gonna find out the hard way.
It's true. Trust me, I
Yeah.
know.
Why get
People.
involved with it, bro?
Why?
Tell the kids, don't join no gang. You're your own gang. Your family's your gang. That's all you need. You don't need to impress nobody. You want to live another day, leave that alone, bro. That causing is violence, and that's it.
They don't need to go through all that pain.
That's right, bro. Listen to us. He's been locked up. I've been locked up. I've been in gang. And look at the stories that we gotta tell. It didn't bring nothing but chaos, bro.
So now if there's people out there that are in an organization and they want to reach out to you and get in contact with you, can they?
I mean, if they want to. Number one, I got the Once Upon a Time show with Sade, aka Mario, Little Mario, on YouTube.
Yep.
You could hit me up there, look at a video, leave a comment, or you could go to Facebook, go to the Once Upon a Time show. I got a Facebook group, which is under, what is it, Sade, aka Little Mario, something like that. Or you could email me. Send me an email. Don't matter. littlemario.mv@gmail.com. You got any questions? Want to talk about how I changed my life? Check a look at some of my videos. That'll answer your questions. Or you could text me or call me. Not call me, but you got trolls out there.
Yeah. And I'll definitely have you back for part 2.
No doubt. Anytime, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime. This is to give back. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm not here to get fame, for you to get fame. No, the kids, anybody that's listening to this could get something out of it. Don't join a gang. Don't use drugs. Why? Then they come out with an excuse because once upon a time I was there. And this is what happened to me. And today I live a better life as a man, as a friggin' parent. I feel proud.
Me too.
I feel good. I don't have to be like this.
No.
Yo, somebody's coming, bro. I gotta leave, Bill.
Yeah.
Nah, I can stay like this with my back turned, because I did it the right way.
You don't gotta start that.
Do it.
You don't gotta start that car with a screwdriver.
Yeah, that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got keys that go blip, 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 blip.
Yeah.
I never knew about that. But anytime, bro. Anytime you want me back. If somebody got any question now about the Greg Scarpa thing, a lot of people probably gonna, please, I don't want to make no big thing about it. It's just a story. You know what I'm saying? The man was looking out. He's a nice man. I didn't mean to bring up his name. I don't like mentioning names. Yeah. Some people, you should have said that. You should have. It's a story, just in case. In case.
And rest in peace to Greg Scarpa.
Exactly. Salute to the man.
And all his victims too.
No matter what happened in the past, he was a good man to me anyway. He gave me $10, bro. It's like when John Gotti gave that bum 100, he gave me 10. I should have kept it.
Oh man. But man, everyone out there, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. I had a great time,
problem, bro. Anytime,
I'm definitely gonna have you on again.
My name is Sade, aka Little Mario, from the Once Upon a Time show. I got a song, the Once Upon a Time show, the Once Upon a Time. Everybody is singing it on YouTube.
Awesome.
Y'all can follow around.
That's awesome, man.
I'm also on Instagram.
Yeah.
Sade, aka Little Mario, Instagram. There you go.
And I'm gonna put a link for all his stuff down below. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe button. And until next time, man.
Salute my brother Bill. Anytime, bro. Take care. God bless. Take care, everybody. Peace.